Good evening, everyone. This is 413 Sports Talk, and I'm your host, Raheem Escalay. Sitting with me today is one of the best athletes at the varsity level. If you blink, he'll pass you twice, all the while using those hands for pick sixes and touchdown receptions. We have another marauder in the house. His name is Keshon Fason. Welcome to the show, man. How you doing?
Doing great. Thank you. Thanks for
All
having
right, all right. Here we go. You are very athletic and play two of the game's most important positions to a T. Where did your love of the game come from?
I played running back my whole life. My love of the game came probably around last year when I just
Yep.
switched to receiver. I feel like that position just fits me well. I love that position a lot. Studied position, I played a position, and I fell in love with it ever since I switched.
Most definitely. So you would say, so you're an offensive guy. So would you
Yeah,
say, do they have you line up more at halfback or wide out more?
right now they have me in a slot. So
Okay, all right. So you're in the slot. All right, awesome. That's I like I like this the slot receiver because he's a matchup problem for no matter who's out there in coverage. If it's like a soft like cover three or something like that, he's beating any of those linebackers over there. So man, that's fun.
I love that.
Of the positions you play on the field, which one are you the best at and why?
Other positions on the field,
Yeah,
probably have to say corner.
corner.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I like that. I got a lot of good questions in here for a defensive back. Defending the pass and playing in the secondary must be tough mentally and physically. How do you balance your weekly preparation with rest and recovery?
I balance my. I like you mean like things like stretching or
Yeah. How do you balance how do you balance like how you during the week, you go to practice and then y'all got the game plan and then how do you balance that with say like hitting the weight room
yeah.
or and chilling at home and stuff like that?
I do things like physical therapy. I go to someone that get me stretched out about 2 times every 2 weeks. One time a week, one time a week.
Most definitely. That's good. I think a lot of us as football players don't really see that when we're younger. That the rest and
Yeah,
the relaxation part is key. Because if you play a game, you know what I mean. You go home and then you don't really rest, and then you're lifting weights the next day, and then that's how muscles get torn.
yeah. I go to someone and get stretched. I do things like cryo. I do physical therapy.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot of things like that just to recover, relax my muscles, make sure I
most,
don't pull any punches or anything. Honestly,
most
I did
definitely.
my entire life.
Yeah. It shows in your game, man. The way you take care of your body to be able to line up, um, wherever on the field, and a lot of people don't give credit to you guys who play on both sides of the ball because you're here on a couple plays on this drive in offense, and let's say, for example, your quarterback turns over the ball, and then now you're back on defense playing defensive back. So, I tip my hat to you, brother, playing on both sides of the ball and being skilled enough to play not just play corner, but to play little halfback, little wide receiver. Like your coaches must be good, man. You're an awesome athlete. I'll say it a million times. From your success in zone coverage and your ability to lock down a guy in man, which is your favorite defense to play against a wideout?
I have to say, man, only because there's like not as much confusion. You know, if you have zones, you have people that could sit in like spots, and that just makes you look bad. But and man, it's just one on one. I feel like I can stay on them. I feel like they're not really gonna catch it if I'm one on one.
Right, most definitely. You were just saying to speak on your point of the way of your preference of defenses. There were a couple times where I saw you sitting in zone, and you did the most astonishing thing. Like you didn't, most guys when you're in zone, you're just playing, you're just eating up grass. Like you weren't eating grass. You were right there, and almost simultaneously when the guy came in, you hit stick him, and it was most definitely a fumble. That is one thing I will say. Um, about the way you play zone defense. You in that frame and my notes. I believe there's like two other plays I saw that really stuck out to me. That wherever you learn that, whoever's coaching you, man, that is an ability coaches look for. That is, I think, could be potentially unteachable. With your talents at the position, I have to know: have you ever recorded a sack as a defensive back?
A sack, I don't think, nah.
No, you haven't gotten to the quarterback.
Nah.
You will though someday, huh?
It's more probably, yeah, one day.
How do you use your individual knowledge of the game to your best advantage when you are out there on the field? Let's say when you're sticking a wide receiver or when you yourself are a wideout. How do you do that?
Recently, I've kind of like, as I said, I like receiver a lot, so I'm kind of just focusing more on receiver now.
Yep.
I still study the position of cornerback, and I still study the defense because I feel like that's very important to know what they're doing. It makes the game on offense much easier for you. Once you can see what they're doing, you could know what spots to get open in. So,
Right.
yeah,
That's gotta be fun on defense, having that knowledge and let's say the quarterback throws one out in the flats and leaves his running back out to dry, and you get to go put a lick on him, man. That's good. That's got to really be rewarding when you have that realization when you know what they're doing. Oh man, is there a wide receiver, current or retired, who has inspired the way you play the game?
yes, Jerry Rice. My dad speaks about him a lot. He's a 49ers fan, so
Oh, okay, 49ers fan. Oh, all right. Jerry Rice is the best wide receiver, I think, to play the game. I think hands down. I don't think there's any arguments. You might could throw Randy Moss in there. But to touch on your 49ers, I think you guys are going to get a quarterback next week in that draft. I think you guys are gonna go with Justin Fields right there.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, I hope so. As a receiver, what is your favorite route to run and why?
My favorite route is actually a post corner from the slot.
Ooh,
So
yes.
one route I'm like known for is called a whip route. It's like a
Yep.
slant, go right back out, and most people that's what I'm kind of known for doing that route a lot.
I like that one that you just described because that kind of because first of all, if you have the corner out of position, you're gone, and then he's probably expecting safety help right there, and just the way that the route is designed, it's just you just torch both of them. I really like that concept, and uh, so what was the best game of your career up to this point, and how did you use that individual performance to kind of like fuel yourself or duplicate your production going forward?
There, my fault. You cut out there for a second. What did you say? The last week.
My apologies. I said, what was the best game of your career, and how did you use that individual performance to duplicate your production going forward?
Back when I played on Brick City, went to
Yep.
national championships. I feel like those were my best games right there because I feel like that's when it was like it meant the most to me. One, and
Most
I had a lot of fun doing it. I feel like I was doing really good during those games. I actually won 2 national championships in Brick City.
awesome. Okay, so this guy's been to the Super Bowl. Awesome. Do you remember your stat line for those games or for one of them? Or
Not about 1, 2 years ago, so it's not right in my memory.
oh, gotcha. Who? No, I kind of already asked you this question in a way, but who was the best wide receiver other than Jerry Rice to play the game and why?
So I would say currently Devontae Adams killing it right now. I know you're being Dave fan.
Yes.
Yeah, I look up to him a lot when it comes to route running and his releases. It's just so sharp and smooth. It's just unbelievable how he runs his routes. He's always open. No one can really guard him. So I like that type of wide receiver.
Most definitely. He is. Yeah, I can't say enough good about Devontae Adams, man. And I like that. I like that you mentioned that with his releases and his route running. I other than Seattle, other than Doug Baldwin from the Seattle Seahawks,
Yeah.
Devontae Adams is the only guy who can get you at the line. And that jump cut, like I've never saw it playing when I was growing up. And then all these guys they're getting open and and I like it how routes routes other than slants are developing like that, and guys like Devontae Adams and guys like you are gonna keep that going. You know, when you get into the league. With the area that you are from, I have to know, what professional teams do you root for?
Honestly, I like the Rams. I know it's all the way across the country,
Yep.
but I like it a lot.
I like the Rams, man.
I didn't really like the QB. There I go. He's kind of letting me down. But we gotta do what happened.
Yeah.
Happy
He's
about happy to hear that.
he's washed up. The Rams, the Rams with Matt Stafford though, they look real dangerous.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I feel like Jared Goff is kind of holding them back in a way.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. And not for nothing when you have a quarterback like Stafford, and then you can afford to run the ball. That also makes your defense good. And the Rams defense was already top 5 last year. So, not now they actually had a quarterback who can throw it. And no disrespect to Jared Goff, but come on now.
Yeah, I really think like honestly, I really don't like him at all.
Right, he ain't the answer. All right, Keshon. What can we expect from you as your football journey continues?
Last year I played freshman, so this is my first. This is gonna be my first year playing on varsity football. Actually,
Awesome.
I'm trying to get on the field as much as possible this year. If you're familiar, I know this game's probably gonna move much faster this year. Something I'm not used to.
Mm-hmm.
So, goal is to make a lot of noise. Get a lot of good stats, get looks from colleges. I'm trying to do a lot of things like that. I'm ready for a great first season.
Most definitely, Keshon. Well, as long as you continue working out, eating right, staying out of trouble, and continue playing the level that you play at, because like you're a mismatch nightmare for defenses when you're a receiver, and I could imagine what that would be like, you know, in 3-4 years down the line when you've improved on that, and now you're getting a bunch of offers and stuff like that, man. That would really be something to see, and I'm praying and pulling for you, all that I can, young man.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Most definitely. Ladies and gentlemen, this was 413 Sports Talk. I would love to thank Keshon for coming on the show. You are very talented, and like I said before, you keep doing what you're doing, and you'll definitely be playing on Saturday, and then hopefully on Sunday.